Hey friends, happy Monday. I just wanted to show a quick editing tutorial. A couple people talked to me this weekend about, are the orchards still going to be in bloom next week? Are they going to have too many green leaves? And I just wanted to show you a quick edit. And some of you are probably pros at this, and so you could just ignore this. It's just a freebie if anybody wants it. But I had several families last year that were really late to the game, but the orchard's still really pretty as far as the green. However, we want those white blossoms. So I'm just going to show you really quick. I edit in Adobe Camera Raw, but for in all intents and purposes, Lightroom is the exact same thing. So there is few differences, but anyways, you get the idea. So I'm gonna just slap a quick preset on it and just make some minor adjustments just so you can see. Now this preset already kind of dilutes some of that green color, and so but I want to warm it up a little bit, so it's going to make the green pop more. So then you're going to go down to your color mixer, and in Lightroom, I believe it's called something else, but you'll get the idea. You go into your greens, and basically you're going to take the luminance slider and just push it all the way up. And then I'm going to come back into here and draw down the whites just a little bit. I'm going to go back to that color. So there's still some yellow. I know that looks like green, but there's still some yellow hanging out in there. So I'm just going to move it up to the orange side and desaturate it a little bit. So yeah, that looks pretty good. It looks like it's still blooming. Some of you might be like, what if my client wears green or something like that? That's a very good question. So let me just show you a little trick. I know that we don't really like to have to bring images into Photoshop, but if we just have to, this will work for this. So you just, before you adjust any color, you slap on your preset, pull it open in Photoshop. Then you duplicate a layer, and I hope everyone knows this because this is just such a game changer. Like if you apply a preset and it's just too strong or something, it's a way to adjust it. It just allows for so much flexibility by doing it this way. But Camera Raw, and this is why I edit in Adobe Camera Raw. Camera Raw, which is the same as Lightroom, can be used in Photoshop as a filter. So you open Adobe Camera Raw, and now those sliders are still there. So I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm going to brighten up the greens. I'm going to desaturate the greens. I'm going to move my yellows to the pinker side, but desaturate till I get the color I like. Obviously, though, it's changing the color of my person and the green grass in the middle. And that's why I use this as a filter. So now I hit OK. Now I can put on a layer mask, and I'm just going to keep my brush at a soft brush, 100% opacity. I'm going to adjust my flow a little bit, but I'm going to start brushing it off where I don't want it. So, which is easier to do with this type of adjustment than brushing it on. So yeah, just thought I would share that. Like I said, you may totally know how to do that, but then it's done. And it allows you to still use those orchards even if all the blooms are not exactly flowers anymore but turning into leaves.